What is going on, monkeys? In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the upcoming OP02 pre-release. Everything that you need to know about the pre-release, from what leader you should be playing to what exact cards you should put in your sealed deck to help you win that stamped smoker card. I'm going to start off by going over the pre-release rules. So if you head to the onepiecetcg website, you can find this PDF with all the sealed format rules. They just posted this recently, so just take a look at this. I'll give you the TLDR though. You're going to be opening 6 packs. In the 6 packs, you'll have 72 cards. You're going to construct a 40 card deck out of those 72 cards to play your opponents, who also constructed 40 card decks. The good part about this is that you can use any leader that you want to, not just from OP02, but from OP01 or starter decks. And you can mix any color with said leader. So yes, you can play red and green cards with your purple Kaido leader. What you cannot do, however, is use effects that require your leader to be a specific archetype. So for example, Ace. He will not gain Rush unless your leader is Edward Newgate. I've done a ton of sealed in the past in games like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic, and the thing I like most about it is that it kind of puts everybody on an equal playing field. Everybody has to adapt to these new cards that most people haven't even read before. My goal for the video is to give you guys an advantage going into your pre-release so that you can take that stamped smoker home. I'm going to be very brief with the leaders. You're playing one of these 5, or you're trolling. Kaido can be okay strictly because he can sneak games with his ability, but he's probably the worst of the 5. Luffy's pretty generic, seems like a worse Zoro, but if you got a winner Luffy, by all means, and you want to slam that on the table, play that. Then we have Edward Newgate, aka Whitebeard. So Whitebeard is an interesting one because he can be very viable for pre-release. He's got 6k attack and 6 life. The fact that you add a life to your hand every turn sucks, but if you choose to go second on the die roll, I think you'll be alright. If you draft a lot of Whitebeard specific cards, I think you'll be in even better shape. Then we have the leaders you really should be playing, you know? We got Kid and we got Zoro. Zoro's just good. You guys know why Zoro's good. He pumps all your characters 1k, and sealed is very much a head race, so Zoro goes without saying. And then Kid, I think, is just the best, in my opinion. The double attack will be amazing at your pre-release, I promise you. Not only can you game them through 1 security with the leader alone, but you can also use it to clear board. Double attacking is never bad. Even if you don't have great cards to play, you can pitch one to attack again. He's easily the #1 leader here. With the leaders out of the way, let's get down to what you guys really came here for. What cards should you be playing in your sealed deck? So on this screen, I've compiled all the cards I believe to be the best for sealed in Paramount War. I'm not going to go through every single card, as I tried that already and the video ended up being like 45 minutes, but I will go over the important ones. So a lot of the black cards are just busted for pre-release, such as Borsalino. He's a 5k blocker that gains 1k on your opponent's turn and cannot be KO'd by card effects. Then we got Hina. Hina's another blocker where after she blocks, she prevents one of your opponent's 6 costs or less from attacking that turn. Another great card. Isuka is one of my favorite cards for pre-release. She's basically a 3-cost Basil Hawkins. On KO, she restands, making her literally one of the best cards in your deck. She's probably going to be easy to get 1 or 2 of. I think that you should put as many as you can in your deck. Both Kuzans are amazing. The 4-cost one draws you a card on play. That alone is a reason to play it. The 10-cost destroys a cost 5 or lower on play, on top of being a 10k beat stick. Blue Luffy seems like it'll be good to use. On attack, you can trash 2 and make him have double attack. This can be critical in your sealed games to get your opponent low. Your strategy should be to kill them as fast as possible while clearing their board and out-tempoing them. Luffy helps you get 2 shots of damage in when you might need it the most. Mr. 3 is absolutely hands down the most broken card in sealed. If you drop 4 copies of this card, you should play all 4. On top of it being a blocker, which are already hard to come by, it has an effect to restand itself, making it the perfect offensive and defensive card for your deck. And if that wasn't enough, it's also a 1k counter. Odin is god tier. Play as many as you can. It attacks twice every turn for 8,000. If you do get an Odin though, you'll need to throw in Cat Viper and Dogstorm into your deck so you can summon them for free off of Odin's KO effect. Dogstorm is just better because it has a 1k counter, but if you don't open any, Cat Viper will do. Onigiri is a very interesting card that if you can utilize well, may put you very far ahead. I would play this card if I have a lot of vanilla 3 costs in my deck. Rather than playing the 3 costs for 3 Dawn, you can wait for them to attack you, counter to block the attack, and then play that 3 cost for free. Yamato is one of the best cards in the game, period. Play 4 if you can. Hell's Judgment is easily the best counter in the game and in the pre-release. You can give minus 3k to 2 of your opponent's characters or leaders, meaning you can make their kid minus 3k and virtually useless on a late game turn since he won't be attacking you twice. Whitebeard is another god tier card. Its 10k attack and 2 Dawn effect to KO small blockers will win you games, but the fact that it boosts your leader by 2k until your next turn puts him over the top. That means that if you're playing Edward Newgate, the leader, they have to attack you for a minimum of 8,000 the entire turn. So guys, in the last part of the video, I do want to show you this mock deck that I drafted up here. As you can see, I have the kid leader, and you want to throw in as many chump blockers as you can because it's going to be tough to come by blockers in general. The 2 cost blockers, as many of those as you get, you want to throw into your deck. I opened 9 2k counters and all 9 of them went into the deck. Those are another thing that you guys want to make sure you don't overlook because it is something you are going to need in your deck. And I know a lot of people are going to overlook putting in 2k counters because the card might not be that good. It doesn't matter what the text of the card is, the fact that it's a 2k counter means you need to play it. If we look down here, we can find my curve. This is very important. You want to make sure that you're not putting only low cost cards in your deck or only high cost cards in your deck. You want a mix of everything, and I would say that the sweet spot is 4 to 6 cost cards, right? As you can see here, the most I have in my deck is 4 cost cards. Just remember guys, tempo is everything. If you can maintain a board while clearing theirs, it's going to be extremely difficult for them to come back from that. You need to remember there won't be any searcher cards like Nami and Bonnie. They're not going to be searching every turn for blockers. So a lot of the time, the games are going to be a face race. Hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. If you are not already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so. I would greatly appreciate it. I have a lot of planned One Piece content coming out soon, so please stay tuned for that. Thanks again for watching guys, and I hope that you can bring home that stamped pre-release smoker.